Your Excellencies, African Union partners, African Union colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you first for inviting me to speak at the Gender, Peace and Security Program launching and implementation workshop. I'm honored to take part in this important and timely workshop to contribute to the African Union Commission Peace and Security Department 5-year 2015-2020 Gender, Peace and Security Program. I commend the Peace and Security Department and all partners that participated in the wide consultation during the program formulation stage to lay the foundation for strengthening the program strategy. It is pivotal that we design a comprehensive program for the development of effective strategy and mechanism for gender mainstreaming and women increased participation in peace and security in Africa. I believe that this program will support AU Commission Department for Peace and Security to build the capacity of various organs, divisions, recs, member states, in order to be effective and efficient in delivering the expected services. For this to happen, we need to have a continuous process, training programs, planning, monitoring and evaluation mechanism, as well as setting up our indicators to assess the progress made. While we applaud the leadership of the department, ownership, participation, monitoring, coordination among unit, division, AUC, other department, and all stakeholders will be necessary for effective implementation. I encourage the evaluation process that will give us, highlight best practices, lesson learned, and give us every time the way forward. The participation of women is crucial in peace processes and post-conflict rebuilding. Their involvement ensures their rights are protected and their needs are met. I would like to stress that lasting peace cannot be achieved and reconstruction be a success we have of the population excluded. In Africa, women are playing a defined role in our development scheme and make up of 50% of the workforce. However, when we are talking about a prosperous Africa, Africa with peace with itself, we need to give the women the tool to prevent the violence against them and the protection they deserve from sexual harassment and violence. In order to address sexual violence against women, men and children in time of conflict and post-conflict situation, we have to put as AU Commission preventive measure during peacetime. We have to mainstream gender in institutions and put in place law against harassment and abuse. We have to hold the perpetrators accountable. We have to make sure we implement existing laws and send strong messages that impunity will not prevail. We need to involve men in our campaign. Men, without the cooperation and participation of men, we cannot end violence against women. Women also need to be empowered to exercise their right. The leadership of women is, especially in peace negotiation, is crucial for lasting solution. As part of my mandate as Special Envoy of the African Union Chairperson on Women, Peace and Security, I will continue to raise the voice of the voiceless. The women you find in refugee camps, in displaced camps, the ones that have been raped, the ones that have seen their husband killed during the war, the ones that have seen their children enrolled as child soldiers. And also, as part of my mandate, I think that we need to develop a continental framework for women, peace and security, in supporting this program that you have in front of you. We also, the framework will include indicators, directive for implementation, and will be anchored on the 3 pillars: prevention, participation, and protection, to guide member states on the implementation of resolution and other resolution 1325 and the following ones. We are sending our troops, for example, to peacekeeping operation. Guidelines and code of conduct should be given, accompany their operation. AU has all the necessary policies, structure, instrument. However, implementation remains a challenge. We need to put all our efforts, and I think that's why we're welcoming this program that help the department to be more efficient and effective in the implementation. Countries have developed a plan of action on women, peace and security, 1325, just to name a few: Liberia, Rwanda, Sierra Leone, Guinea. We have so far 16 countries that have developed plan of action. We even have a regional plan of action that have been developed and adopted by the Great Lakes region, which is Burundi, Rwanda, and DRC. The framework of 1325 will allow us to evaluate where we are, where we need to go, and I can see that in this program, the development of 1325 has been one of the recommendations done by the practitioners and other NGOs and civil society. In my recent visit to South Sudan and Central African Republic, I have witnessed the challenges that women and children face in post-conflict areas when we visited the camps. I was with the Executive Director of UN Women in Central African Republic, and I can tell you that we saw the plight of the women in those camps. We hope that whatever we're going to do, we will help those women and the children that are in the camps. I know that the African Union have done a lot, and it has been said many times during our visit that from 1,000 to 100 people that were dying, we could see that now we have maybe 1, but 1 is too much even. But the peacekeeping of the African Union and the efforts of the region, the central region of Africa, have been applauded what we have seen in the field. But a lot needs to be done to keep the peace in that region. The hardship these women experience every day are results of the marginalization of women that have been ignored and not addressed at time of peace. We cannot afford to ignore the plight of women. A lot needs to be done in prevention, and I think by implementing this program, we will be also able to work on prevention. In conclusion, I wish you, the department, the head of the department, but also all the stakeholders, I wish you, everyone, a productive workshop, and I hope that at the end of the workshop, we will have concrete outcome that will ensure success on the ground. My office is ready to support the program and scale up the efforts already made. I thank you very much.